For April 8th. I can't believe we're already into April. It's getting nice and warm here already. I've got a couple decks here, so we're going to see which ones call out to us to get to work. We're going to use my basic one for your general spread. How are you guys feeling right now? There's a lot of energy coming in from above and below. We've got the Schumann resonance kicking up and also all of these solar flares. How are you doing? I've been getting complaints about dizziness, people feeling really like they need a nap, like lots of sleep and tired, fatigue. Take a nap. All right, here we go. Libra, this is you. Four of Wands, the Emperor, King of Swords, the Star card, and the Ace of Coins. Interesting. So that's a lot of power coming out in the very first little set there. So this back row in the inverted pyramid really talks about your come from and where you're headed. Four of Wands, your foundation, the Emperor, your like leadership and how you've acted in the past and what you've set yourself up for. The King of Swords, decision maker, action, also victory. Really a lot of things that are coming around right now should be playing out well. We have the Star card, hope, humanitarianism. That's three major cards, I would say, even almost four with the King there. So the Emperor, the Star, and the Ace of Coins. I always say the Ace of Coins, or one of the aces, is like a trump card. They really are our pivot points. So there's a telling moment here with the Ace of Coins in the end of that row that talks about things shifting. You've been working very hard lately, putting your whole heart into things. And you've got the Six of Coins that says that you're not sure these ideas are panning out for you, or you're not sure, you know, how to institute some of these ideas that you have. You have the Moon card here, and the Moon references fear, it references worry, it references emotions, and it's also about a journey that we're preparing to take, right? The Moon, Cancer, having to do with emotions, and there's a little bit of fear. You're taking stock of the energies that are going on around you in order to make better decisions. You want to, maybe you'll be meeting some new people or being in more social environments, up and coming with the Four of Cups. You have the Tower card, the Knight of Swords, and the Hangman here, which is of a little bit of concern moving forward. This is how you're handling crisis, right? Is a little bit of impulse. So you've got the crisis and impulse, and then the Hangman. So things are feeling a little bit stuck right now, or you're feeling like, let me just put it this way. Don't be impulsive coming up. Or if you have been impulsive, just know that the consequences aren't so bad. But I do see that, you know, there is some energy that is telling us that you're coming into this moment where you're feeling as if that pendulum is coming down to that swing here, and you're wondering where it's going to head next. So we have the Knight of Coins as well as the Six of Coins, which is a lot of starting over. Thank you, Ada. So you've got the 10 of Coins and the 9 of Coins. The biggest energy that I would say that's most important to focus on in all of this, besides the impulsive behavior that I wasn't articulating well, my apologies, but the Tower card has caused you to, let me just clear that up. So the Tower card, bumps in the road, has caused you to react rather than respond. And so now you have this energy of like, pause, let's just wait and see how it goes. You have both of these cards here, the Knight of Coins and the Nine of Coins. The Nine of Coins is putting things in black and white, and the Knight is about starting over. So right now you're in a renewal phase. How beautiful for spring. And then you have the 10 of Coins. One is ideas and then actually putting them into action. Let's put it that way. I like that. So moving forward, I just want to point out that we have the King of Swords, which is victory. So even though it's like the literal definition, I remember 20 years ago when I got this deck and I became obsessed with it, there was the little booklet that comes, and I remember the card saying, you've won the war, now you must win the peace. I want you to think of those scenarios and situations in your life where this happens. So you got the divorce, now you have to move on and create a new life. You got the grant for college or accepted into a college, now you have to go to college. So even though you've won and you're sitting at a place of victory and it feels good, there's still effort to be put into the making of the things that you want to see for yourself. That's the Emperor. Emperor being about having leadership and making decisions and taking action. Okay. This is very simple, actually. You have the Queen of Wands as well. Queen of Wands has to do with how things look. Like, are you more worried about how things look, or are you worried about getting it done? I recently did a retreat, and, you know, with the chaos that was going on the week before with Jameson dying and the bird dying and my neighbor dying and all these crazy things happening, there became a moment where I let go of what things looked like and just showed up, and it happened perfectly. And sometimes we get in our heads so much that we forget that 90% of the game is showing up, and we're so obsessed by the minutia and how things look and the impression of. This isn't saying this is a superficial thing. This isn't something where you're saying, I wonder if my hair looks good. This is actually like, how am I showing up? Because wands is activity and action, and the Queen of Wands in particular is how things look. This is how the appearance of, and am I lining up with it, right? You might have had your, foundation shaken a little bit where you're questioning it. So hold on a little bit. Just make sure you do things systematically, although don't obsess over them. Let me pull some cards for you from the other deck and see what your moon reading says. If you want a one-on-one in-depth reading, find me at karmaondeck.com. For those of you on my other social media platforms, join me on YouTube where you can get notifications of your sign. Also, there are playlists with your associated signs, so you can find them easier rather than waiting on social media for them to pop up. And you also get the added benefit of seeing the picture in picture, so you can see the relationship of the cards to one another. Oh, okay. Your moon reading, Libra. Ooh, she says one more shuffle. I think you're going to like this deck. Hi, Jerry84. What's kicking? All right, here we go. Six of Pentacles, charity, wanting to come from a giving place. Nine of Cups, wanting to play. Two of Pentacles, juggling a little bit too much. The World card. So do you, don't give up. That's the first thing that's coming up with this back row of this spread. I wish you could see it, but I don't want to move them. I'll get distracted. Six of Pentacles, charity. Nine of Cups, celebration, gifting, feasting. Two of Pentacles, juggling the lots of things, trying to keep your balance. That's a minor to your Temperance card. We have the World card and then the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is walking away. Are you feeling like things are a little too heavy and you're wondering if maybe you shouldn't give up? Because then we have the Queen of Wands. Well, what does it look like? Maybe I made a mistake. I'm not doing open questions yet today. These are just the zodiac signs. Libra is the last one I'm finishing up. I will do one where I open up the forum and you guys can ask questions, but right now I'm going to get through Libra. So we have the Queen of Wands. Again, it's about appearance. It's also about showing up, like how things are looking. Wheel of Fortune is timing. I think, to be honest, Libra, is you're not having any patience for the outcome. The things that are vexing you or causing speed bumps along the way, you're taking instead, like Page of Wands, new beginnings, instead of taking them as a new beginning and learning experiences, you're looking at them as stop signs. I don't really feel like they're stop signs. I feel like with the Knight of Cups, your emotions are just too tightly entwined with your decision making right now. You've got the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups, which means you got to EQ 1 minute and then not the next. That doesn't mean to give up on emotions. They're always going to be there. It just means that you're going to be navigating them better and better as you go along. But showing up and the fact that you're actually working with your emotions and not stifling them, because you do have the shadow work card. So a lot of things are coming up for you. I need to stop saying a lot, apparently. Said that like a dozen times just now. So the shadow card is also referred to in other decks as the devil, and the devil is our bad habits, substances, even, anything from weight to someone not telling the truth to us, or even another individual who has habits that are affecting our outcomes. We all know those. Those are our children and our spouses and our family and our people at work. They do things that vex us a little bit. So with the Wheel of Fortune in play right next to the shadow work card or the devil card is the fact that you have this new beginning toward the end, the Page of Wands. And this is telling you, if you're patient, okay, things will play out. You have the Two of Cups, which is balance, and the Fool card. However, Libra is obsessing. Are you not sleeping? Do you have insomnia? Are you working nights lately? Are you getting up super early so it almost feels like you're up all night? You have the Nine of Swords, which is our card for obsessing. So the Nine of Swords tells us that there are many, many items that are on your brain and you're having a hard time filtering through them, right? So you're sitting at this verge of opportunity and potential. And so you're pulling your punches a little bit. You're holding back. And so trust yourself, Karma. Coach Karma says, trust yourself, right? You attract what you obsess upon. So if you're worried about the problem rather than the solution, if you're not reframing these scenarios from I'm tired to I'm grateful to rest, you will continue to draw yourself these similar items. I know it's really hard. It takes a lot of practice. It really does. So for sure, the Fool is crossroads and opportunity. You have a lot of decisions to make, and they don't feel like they're that heavy. It just feels like you're in a negative feedback loop. But I do love the partnership next to the Fool card, which means you won't be doing these things solo. Not at all. Partnership is available to you. All right, I am going to pull a card from Mystic Dreamer. No, Divination of the Ancients. I always get those two mixed up, like literally every time. And I will see what your message is for this week. And the card is gamble. The card is dice. So ultimately, it's saying be risky. Take a risk. Trust yourself. Lead with your heart. Trust that things are in alignment, because there really isn't anything in here except for within your moon reading, which talks about this being your emotions. This isn't so much what's physically present in your 3D, which was indicated by your primary reading right here. So the dice card references that it's a good time for you to roll them and take a risk. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. Please let me know where you are in the world and how you feel your reading went. Please subscribe to my YouTube and hang out with me there. You can see the picture-in-picture and get your notifications, etc. Like I said, for your one-on-one, if you want a personal reading or some more in-depth answers, reach out and make an appointment, karmaondeck.com. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. I will catch you on the flip side. Love and light to you and blessings. I know it's been tough out there these last couple weeks, especially the heavy, and we're doing some shadow work. It is